Hello everyone!
Hello!
Welcome to EB Videos, and this is episode 11. 11. Also from heaven. And this week, maybe you can see from the hat here, we were a bit in a holiday, summer mood.
Summer.
We already talked about holidays last time, didn't we?
That's very true.
Or last time. Anyway, so today...
Good segue.
Today we are going to be talking about...
Summer.
And
festivals.
Festivals and carnivals.
Festivals, carnivals.
So,
summer.
Both Japan and Europe have a fair share of events and carnivals going on, and festivals. Music festivals are happening, all kinds of things.
Are you a festival guy, Georgie?
Not the biggest festival goer, but I do go sometimes. I like some carnivals.
Oh, okay. Yeah, very nice.
And we were talking with Jamie, and we found out like a couple of nice events we want to discuss and talk to you about. So the first one, in order of appearance in the year, is in my country. And it's in a city called Patra, or Patras. Now, Patra, or Patras city, is the sister city, Shimaitoshi, right, of Rio de Janeiro.
Ooh, Rio de Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro. And
lots of hip movements in Rio de Janeiro.
Samba.
Not that song.
That song. Anyway, actually that song plays every year, at least like 20 or 30 times a day.
Do you know the name of that song?
Samba de Janeiro.
Oh my lord.
Anyway.
Check it out.
Or not. And that festival is actually pretty early. So the Rio de Janeiro festival is in a very hot season in there, but the Greek Patrino Carnavali, or Patras Carnival, looks kind of similar. So there are people with costumes, like groups, teams of people with some themed, funny costumes. Not scary like Halloween, more like funny things or fun things. And they march around the city. You will see some very interesting floats. You know, like Yama and Hoko for Gion Festival, with politicians' faces, like the Prime Minister, Angela Merkel, many people.
So, are the floats showing like a political statement?
Yes, so they often make fun of politicians, show them like in a weird way, like vampire or devil or a baby or a clown.
Politicians can feel like that. That's very true.
Actually, we did have before a baby Trump float.
Sure. Yeah, we've got many baby Trumps.
Baby Trump, yeah.
True.
Anyway, and it's near the middle of March, so pretty early in the year. Despite that, people might wear like very revealing costumes, have like a lot of skin outside, so it can be pretty cold some days, some years.
Yeah.
But actually, you might see somewhere here, I did wear basically almost no clothes one time for Rio de Janeiro, only like some shorts and body paint. Okay there, Jamie.
Ooh, sorry, just had a horrible image in my mind.
So, over to you, Jamie. What do you want to discuss first? What we have in Japan?
Something interesting that I haven't been to, but I've often seen videos of it, is in Kobe. Now, Kobe has a festival which is already gone, which was in, I think, May.
That's right.
So I think towards the end of May, there's the festival in Kobe, and that also has a very similar sort of samba feel. And
samba.
So many of the Japanese men and women will dress up in sort of very, very colourful, shiny clothes and march down the streets, all very beautiful, different colours, all like shaking and moving. I can't dance, but you get the idea. We'll have a picture up here. And it's a very cool, lively atmosphere, so I'd love to go at some point. But many of the streets are very busy, lined with people, all taking photos and videos or getting into the fun mood. And so there's many like children and like old and young all joining together and having a good time, which was really fun. So maybe next year I'll try and go. But yeah. Well, Georgie, next.
Speaking of Japanese events and festivals and carnivals, just a quick mention to the one that you all probably already know about in Kyoto. It's in all of July, basically. Gion Festival. So
Gion Festival.
Most people only think of the parade on the 17th, but actually there are events going on from the 1st of July to the end of July. And you already know, plenty of people, lots and lots and lots and lots of people. Personally, as a tourist, as a visitor, I might like to go, especially the night before the parade or the 3 nights. The
Yoyama?
Yes, that's those. Because there is, to be honest, there is too much to take in during the parade.
It's like a visual overload, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think your eyes just get confused. There's all these heavily decorated floats and people doing some dance and they have costumes and there are tapestries and art on the floats and some person and some art decorations. It's just too much, so your brain kind of switches off, you know what I mean? And that combined with really, really hot weather does not really help you think of what you're looking at, you know what I mean?
Georgie, have you been?
Yes, I've been twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
Brave man. 2 times.
Once for the yukata too. That was a bad life choice.
Ooh. Me too. My first year in Japan, we went to the festival, and I also wore yukata. You'll probably see a picture here of it, and so hot, just so hot. Sweating. But the worst thing for me was the shoes, the geta. Geta?
You were wearing geta?
Yeah.
Wow. I hope you didn't step on anyone.
No, it was a big regret because it was so painful to wear. I couldn't stand it. How about you, George?
I wore like the soft Japanese sandal.
That's a far better choice.
Yeah, it was good. But around the obi, the sash, it was really sweaty and hot and not nice.
Georgie, how do you feel about the music? Because very often music is very early in the this festival season, so it's like a sign of summer's coming, right?
Yeah, right.
How do you feel about the ching?
Yeah, we're talking about samba, and all these are very clear rhythmic melodies, like
lots of drums.
Drums, right? So for a foreigner, that ohayashi music, it's really hard to follow. It really does sound like just random sounds, like random playing. We can't really easily understand the sense of melody in there. So most foreigners, I think, don't really like it so much. If you're used to it, maybe it's alright.
Sure.
What do you think about it?
Well, for me, I think it's very exciting because I love summer. So summer weather, the sun, the heat is very exciting. So when I hear that music, I'm like, ooh, summer's coming. I can work on my suntan. So hopefully I can become a little darker in the skin. Too white now. Look like a raw chicken. So hopefully I can become cooked chickens.
Cooked chicken.
Very exciting.
Summer mode Jamie going on.
It's too big for me.
Yeah, it's too big for you, sorry.
Hey Georgie, can you clean the chimney?
Anyway.
Very funny. So, moving on.
Let's move on. The last event we want to talk about today is...
Sure. So in my hometown of London, we have the Notting Hill Carnival.
One more time?
Notting Hill Carnival.
Not Nottingham.
Not Nottingham. There's a lot of names that are quite similar in England. Notting Hill, which is actually near Kensington or in Kensington. And
so that's West London, right?
Yes, you're right. West London. Kensington's quite a nice area.
Very classy.
It is a bit classy. But, it's a great place. Again, has a very similar vibe to the Kobe event as well. So a lot of very bright costumes, a lot of people like going together and enjoying themselves, and lots of very beautiful colours. So it's a very huge event, and hundreds or thousands of people turn up to this event. And many of them will wear face paint, so painting their faces different colours and really getting into the spirit of the festival.
Maybe we can have some sample images here, right?
I hope so. But, so it's a great time, and if you're ever in England, and it starts in August, so it's actually the end of August, around the 25th, I think.
How's the weather in London in August?
Oh, incredible. It's the best season to go because our temperature is 23 degrees, so very mild, very comfortable, and the sun doesn't set until 9 p.m.
Wow.
So people can stay out all night and just have a great time together.
By the way, if you don't like crowds of people, don't come down to Greece at that time. It's gonna be too hot, too crowded for you. Anyway, Sensei, question. Hi. Does that Notting Hill Festival include fireworks? Any fireworks show?
Ooh, now, probably not particularly. That's not really the main focus of the event, but definitely people will be setting off fireworks.
Individually.
Yeah, in the parks or near their houses or in the gardens, something like that. That's a great point.
Yeah, actually, the Patros one does have a big festival event. So if you stay all day until the nighttime, you can see like a very big fireworks show.
Wow.
By the bay.
Oh, all right. Time to finish. All right, guys.
So what do you think of these events? Are you interested in going to one of them? Is there something you want to tell us that we didn't know about the 2 Japanese events?
Yeah, please. If you've been to them, let us know. Tell us about it. And see you later.
Yeah, leave a comment below, hit like, and see you next time. Bye-bye. See ya.